Hello, I'm RoscoNYG and welcome to episode 2 of Herald, the visual time period novel. Well, an interactive period drama. So yeah, basically, I'm out of breath because I ran to the shop and back and and then the guy was going on and on and on his rentals. Anyway, enough about my life. So yes, episode 2, we have just met Captain Hendricks and we now have to exit the captain's cabin and meet with Officer Ludlow on deck. I'm going to try and keep these episodes, sorry if you hear all this stuff, I'm just getting myself all ready. I'm going to try and keep these episodes to around 10-15 minutes long. I think that should be kind of adequate, but we'll see. Anyway, sit back, relax, crack open a cold one, just like I did, and let the game begin. I should really be reading what's going on here. The journal has 3 sections. You can switch between them using the tabs on the right side. Devin has just added something to the encyclopedia section. Ooh, I see. Let's see. Antiques. Is that the globe? The Captain's Globe. The provinces and colonies of the Protectorate cover Europe, Australia, the lion's share of North Asia and North America, and parts of the African coast. That is, if you believe the maps. Cartographers are usually optimistic about some areas that are still contested. The colony adapts sufficiently to Protectorate laws and customs. It can eventually aspire to the status of province, granting it a measure of independence and a say in global affairs. Interesting. So, do we have anything else in here? No. Right. So what's the map of the Herald? What's this? Captain's Cabinet, right. Cargo hold. Weather deck. Okay. Top deck. No. Right, okay, the map shows information about all locations you've already visited. You can use the buttons at the bottom to switch between the ship's 4 decks. That's cool. Okay, done that. Click to continue. Oh, shit! Did not see that. What was it meant to be? Okay, click. Anything there? Nah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Woo! Oh, that's pretty cool. Nope.
The paper stand on the captain's desk was filled with letters stamped with a Protectorate seal. Cornelis Hendricks seemed to be an important man.
Ooh, okay. So does that get added to my encyclopedia now? Or is there a way for me to add that myself? Encyclopedia? People. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. Anyway, right, let's use the stairs. So we need to head to the top deck, which we're at. Area unlocked in the journal. Poop deck.
Oh, well, I would assume he's reading your letter right now, Mr. Morton.
Ugh. Okay.
I sincerely hope you're joking.
Nope, he's not.
No, on the contrary, sir. At sea, the captain makes his own rules.
What a deck.
As far as I can tell, our captain is king on the Herald, sir. The crew, his loyal subjects.
Officer, there are several reasons why the people got rid of the king back in the day. This is precisely the sort of thing that led us to abolish the monarchy.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to have a word with Captain Hendricks now. Please carry on.
New entry added in encyclopedia. New people. Senator Lewis Morton. Or is it Louis Morton? Oh no, I'll go for Lewis. Senator Morton was a Herald's most prestigious passenger. Born into a family of doctors, he now pursued a successful career in politics. Ew. Okay, cool. Right, so that's locked. Talk to Emad Shaban. The captain may seem a bit gruff sometimes, but he's a good man and cares about his crew. What's this? Is this just a steering wheel?
I was quite often tempted to take over the wheel and sail us on a random course towards adventure, but that wouldn't have been a smart move.
No, probably not. Oh, and it's 1851. That's interesting. So let's go to the weather deck. Right, so I need to speak to him, but let's speak to other people first and examine. Will you miss it? The capital, I mean, not particularly, I don't think.
The bilge pump on the weather deck was used every day. Even in good weather, some water tends to end up below decks.
Okay. Let's forward. Oh, what's this?
Looking through the grate, I could see the gun deck below.
Okay. Oh, new entry added in. New. Wooden cargo crate. Great. Great. The booming years of the clipper ship began in the 1840s. As an answer to the competition, the modern steamships, they were built ultimately for speed. As such, they also became favoured by travellers with little time to spare. The Herald is an indigo clipper designed to ship the precious indigo dye from the plantations in the eastern colonies all the way back to the capital, where the blue dye is in high demand. Okay, this is a lot of world building, I think.
As strapping as sailors come, even they can't lift most cargo without the use of a dolly winch.
That makes sense. So, oh, who's this guy? Kwang Zui. Or Zui? No, I don't think it's this. Kwang Zhu? You think hauling up the sloop would be an easy task, but it looks like you'd be wrong. Why are you hauling it? Wait, what?
The lifeboats of the Herald had a capacity of 12 persons per boat. This was just enough to carry all the crew and passengers that were currently on board.
Okay. Only 12 people to run the ship. Yeah. What are these guys?
Merde. Try to heave a bit more evenly down here. I'm trying.
I don't know why I decided to do that. That's probably the most ridiculous thing I've done. Ready when you are. I'm not even gonna pretend to try and do accents anymore. Right, what's going on here? Let's see. Who's this guy? Robert Stock. Oh, what's this?
Taking a short break to get water from the scuttlebutt was usually just an excuse to congregate with fellow sailors. I was wise enough not to stretch this privilege, not wanting the captain getting cranky with me.
Alright.
On the foremast, near the deck house, hung an ornate bronze bell. As much as I hated it when its sharp sound pierced my ears, I was happy when it told me my watch was over.
Okay. And life on a ship isn't too hard if you know how to live it.
There was one particular corner on the main deck where the captain couldn't see you from the poop or front deck. Littered with boxes, barrels and sacks, it provided cover for those in a bit of a lazy mood.
Oh, who's that? Whoa. What are you doing? Speak to this guy. No, I cannot see what that is. Well, except if you're the niece. That's locked. What's this? Chickens!
All day long you could hear the chickens cackle. Though the meat was reserved for friends of the captain, their eggs were a special treat for the crew at weekends.
Interesting. Okay, so let's go back and speak to this Ludlow guy, if I can go back. Some people who I won't name just don't know the meaning of honest work, okay? This way? Let's go this way! Where is he? Is he back down here this way, isn't he? Oh, there he is. Cool. Okay.
That, Devon, was Senator Lewis Morton.
Okay.
Did you see the look on his face when I told him the captain opened his letter? Pure agony.
I thought what Ludlow had done was inappropriate. I remained silent. I was amused by what had happened. I'm going to remain silent and observe. Silently observing people. ...
He would have found out sooner or later anyway. People have a hard time adjusting to life outside the capital. On the open sea, the rules tend to change, but customs don't change with them. Mr. Morton is a prime example of that, and you will probably experience the same.
Okay.
The trick, though, is to accept change. It's something that people like Morton will never understand.
Alright.
But you might.
Okay, that's a creepy smile. I confirmed that I want to change. I wonder why Ludlow thought I could accept change. I protested that I didn't like change either. I can confirm that I want to change. Actually, no, I wonder why Ludlow thought I could accept the change. Yeah, why me?
What makes you believe I will?
There's a reason I picked you from the lot. I rarely choose anybody who is unfit for a life at sea.
Did it just say rarely or rarely? Either way, I don't know.
Now for your tour. Welcome aboard His Lordship's vessel, Herald.
Okay. Ooh. Fucking hell, man, it's a huge boat.
A Cromwellian-class Protectorate clipper launched in 1851.
Okay.
As one of the fastest sailing ships in the mercantile fleet, she can reach a top speed of 18 knots.
Nice.
During her short life, she has already set multiple records sailing to the colonies and back along the famous Indigo route.
I asked Ludlow what records the Herald had broken. I wondered if this tour was some kind of joke. I wanted to know how fast 18 knots was. It's fast. I asked Ludlow what records Herald had broken.
What records did she break?
Several speed records, of which the most important one was the race against the DeWitt-class clipper HLV Crowing. The Herald beat her by 3 days on a return voyage from the colonies to the capital.
Woo!
She set a record time of 78 days, 5 hours, and 16 minutes. Now let's move on to the deckhouse.
Alright. To the deckhouse, okay. Uh-oh, oh, wrong way. There we go. Speak! Speak!
The Cromwellian-class ship type is named after one of the Protectorate's founding fathers, Oliver Cromwell.
Ooh! So, interesting turn of events in history then. Huh. Okay. If none of you don't know who Oliver Cromwell is, then shame on you! Go on Wikipedia and research your history. Bro, Oliver Cromwell, he instigated a revolution in England, not Scotland, in England. Overthrew the monarchy and established sort of a republic? Was it a republic? It was something like that, anyway, but after a while the monarchy came back. But obviously this is playing out as if the monarchy never came back. So, interesting. I think it was a republic that Oliver Cromwell created. I can't remember.
These ships are merchant clippers, built with trade in mind. Making money is their sole purpose.
Also, if it turns out I'm completely wrong about Oliver Cromwell, then fucking let me know.
The Herald is an indigo clipper, which means she mainly takes shipments of indigo powder to the Protectorate homeland. With this powder, we make the paint that coats the hulls of our ships, and the dye that gives the fabric of our clothes its bright blue hue.
Okay. So I told Ludlow I didn't like the colour blue. I didn't want to interrupt Ludlow, so I listened silently. I asked Ludlow about the importance of the trade. Yeah, let's find out about the importance of the trade.
I don't really get it. Why is blue paint so important?
You've lived in the capital, Devon. Never noticed the rooftops of its buildings or the clothes of its people?
Alright, okay, calm down.
Everything has been coloured blue there.
Yeah, but why? Why blue? Why?
The colour blue touches on much that the Protectorate holds dear.
Like what? Hope?
And indigo is made from a plant that produces the only known blue dye that withstands heavy wear.
Fair enough.
Until anybody finds a cheaper substitute, the indigo trade remains an invaluable part of our economy.
Okay. I was impressed by Ludlow's story.
I never really thought about blue dye in that way. Sounds like a huge undertaking.
It is, but that's not without reason.
Okay.
After all, the Protectorate is built upon free market principles that foster progress through supply and demand. Its people get paid an equal share for the work they do, and with this money they are free to do with as they wish. I am not fond of life on shore, but even I can see that the system works.
Kind of.
For most people at least. Now, onto the bow of the ship.
Okay, I'm going to wrap up this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of this game. I don't know. It seems interesting and a bit weird, but yeah, let me know, and I'll see you next time.